Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the technical trader at TechTrader.com. Thursday night, the 1st of November, these are the charts of the day. Market had a really good day, but I'm a little skeptical after Apple's earnings and where they closed. Let me give you a quick look. The S&P 500 on an hourly chart is what you want to look at. You can see that the 1, 2, 3 waves down and then a wave up took out what looks like the declining tops line. However, the rising wedge, and if we are down, this is what I want. Here's the bottom line. I want you to watch this level, 2,700, 2,708 in that zone. We cannot go below that. If we do, all bets are off. If we can somehow get around the Apple earnings and the stock recover tomorrow morning, I would look for the stock to make a further upside move. Today was a pretty damn good day. If you take a look at the 5-minute chart intraday, they popped it up, consolidated, and closed very strongly. They do not want to break support around 2,700, at least not now. The NASDAQ 100 looks similar. Big gap up, the consolidation, and then ramped up. But the way I've redrawn these lines, I just want to show you something on the daily chart. If this is a wide berth, and that's the wide channel, then we really haven't taken out the necessary levels we want to take out. What I'm referring to is this. Even though this declining top line was taken out, the parallel line to these bottoms forming a parallel top comes to the juxtaposition of lateral price resistance, the declining tops line, and the apex of a large rising wedge. It's got to explode through it and run, or it rolls over and retests. So what we're watching on the NASDAQ 100 is about 69 and a quarter. So 69.245. That level, below that, all bets are off. If we break out above that level, this could explode. So we're at that point where this market needs to make a decision. Is this going to be an important low? Is this a V bottom with a right-handed extension, a breakaway gap, and a platform? Well, so far that's what it looks like. But tomorrow's going to be an important day, and the next day or two could be very important for this market, especially going into elections. Let's take a look at some of the stocks that I have favored, that I like, that I looked at today, that I want to show you. ACAD. Looking at the overall structure, this stock exploded and pulled back. We gave you a swing on it. It then went from about 19 to 23 and change, but it pulled back when the market did. You can see that right now it looks like it remains in the platform. You've got to keep a stop under 19. I'm looking for this stock to make it out over 23.5 and then run to the 26, 28 zone. Secondary target 33, thereabout. Amarin, what a great chart. What a great company. This is just a fantastic chart, folks. When you have that big a gap and it won't back down, it just keeps going up, and it has a rising flag or rising wet pattern. Look at today. This is the highest close we've seen, believe it or not. I know some of you don't remember that. But at 22.64, the stock has never closed that high. So for me, I think it's going higher and much higher. The next target is 27.5, thereabout. AMSC, gave you a swing on it today. I just like the overall structure. The base, the breakout, crawled up along the 50-day moving average, and they got slammed back to test support in this zone, right about there, and then bounced back up, and today may have broken out. But today was a big key. The volume was 675,000 on an up day, the best volume since January when it exploded up there. So I'm looking for a stock to get to 9.5. I think on a longer-term basis, this could be headed to 12.5, if not more. ARRY, our swing that we put on, had another follow through today, up another 60 cents at 3.7%. I like the way it's looking a lot. At this point, I'm looking for a move to about 18, 20.5, and 23.75. ATTU, the software company, exploded, broke out of its declining top line yesterday, and then that breakaway gap above the 50, very important. Take a look at where the resistance was, it closed above it. I fully suspect the stock is going to make a run at 22 and then make a run in the high 20s if this thing continues. AUDC, I don't know, some of you didn't even see this, but after a little minor pullback, the stock's acting great. Up another 40 cents, 3%, but this is a new high. It's the highest level I've seen in this stock since way back in 2005, so a 13-year high. And I think you're going to go up there. I really do think you're going to test at some point 17 range. I will be up here. Clovis. Oh, I'm pointing this out because I think after a drop from 99 to 11 and a accelerated drop from 32 to 11 inside of 2 weeks, with a big exhaustion gap and big volume, historic volume, 14 million shares. The stock may have turned around today. Now, we don't know yet. Like catching a falling knife, right? But the targets are 17 and 20 going forward. We'll see if we can get a follow through or not. But right now, it's something to watch. Form factor. Big pop today. 380 or 31%. And that breaks it out across resistance. Closes there too. Fully expect to see 18 and a quarter, 21 and 23 going forward. Of course, provided the market cooperates. Shipping stocks coming to the forefront. Globus popped today all the way up to 1190. What a day trade that was. Take a look. Exploded here. We pulled back, and then that was a nice trade right there. Came down, formed what looked like a bear flag intraday. So I'll wait to see, but the volume is so heavy to this stock, and I think that breakout is key. And there's some resistance right there. And although it got through it, it closed back to it. Any further upside, we could see the stock trade potentially, since this is a big reverse split stock, you might see it at near 15. Stay tuned. LABU rocketed back today, a whopping 857 or 17.4% on 4.2 million. Good volume. Now you see it looks like a selling climax after a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave decline. There's a line of resistance up here at 62.3 that I'm going to look for quickly, but it may have a problem. It may need to pull back and form some sort of right-handed extended V before it goes. But the secondary target is upwards of low 70s. Here's a stock. I have no idea what they are, what they do, but it's been ramping up, and today exploded for 11%, 258 to 2566. This is an all-time ever high. Now it is the top of the channel, so it may need to back and fill, but it's something I want you to keep an eye on. MIXT popped today nicely. We had a day trade on it. It popped there, pulled back, and then the rest of the day coiled, but I think it may be setting up for more. If you're looking at the day trade target, this is why it backed off. Nevertheless, it held very well and closed at the upper end of the range of 14%. Your next target has to be for a retest in that zone of about 19, 18 and a half. NXPI, well, after a long decline, and saw it go from 120 all the way down to 70, losing 50 points, big drop. Today was a breakaway gap with big volume to the upside and closing at the upper end of the range near the declining top line. So watch today's high at 85.92, let's say over 86. It may run at my next target in the 93.95 range. PCRX, I put a swing on it today. I love the way this looks. The overall pattern. If we get through this triple top here, we may run. A bit of a test may get you to 58, but then I'm looking for mid-60s. So 58 and 65 are my targets. PGTI exploded out of a falling wedge with a major breakaway gap on good volume. It finished up 307 or 15%. I fully expect this to trend, test the gap at around 25 there. Maybe even make it to 26.35, the all-time high. But this one looks pretty good. We'll see if there's a follow-through. PRQR, what a nice day for this. Our swing went up 397 or 22%. More than 500,000 traded. It's got to take out the double top at 22.85. It's got near it today, 22.67. We can get through here. I'll be looking for 27 3/4 for the next target. PTI, well, after giving you a swing on it, it came down hard and then bounced. I'm not thrilled with this bounce because the bars are small and I'm not seeing big volume. So be careful that this isn't a bear flag, but it was up. It's 53 cents or 8.5% today and may very well extend to get all the way up to 8.5. Quinn Street, another follow-through day, and I love it through this double top resistance. I have a target of 21.2. RGEN, nice day trade on it. It was up 933 or 17%. I'm looking for an extension to high 60s. SSYS exploded to 379 or 20%. It's at resistance. It could back off in here. There's multiple tops here, but any extension gets it to 26 and 27.5. Teva popped also out of a falling channel and came through a double top, and it's 50. So closing through 3 moving averages and price resistance usually gets you more upside. I'm looking for a move to 25 and 27.5. Tandem Diabetes. Looks like the declining tops was broken. Moving averages were taken out, and so was the recent high. It closed at 40.65, up 304 or 8%. I'm looking for more. I think this has a shot at getting into the 48.9 zone, something like that. U.S. Concrete, big reversal engulfing bar today with big volume. Anytime I see that, I pay attention. After a big drop, I'm looking for a run up It tests something around 41.2. That'd be a near-term target. Viking may have completed its consolidation and popped out, but I want to see a follow-through tomorrow through 1550. It's right there at 30. It should get you to 18. That's my target near term. And finally, Xilinx, the new swing, acting great. Another new high today at 87.64. And by the way, that's my first swing target. I'd like to see some backing and filling, and then a move to the 92, 93 range, my next target. That's it for tonight, everybody. Have a good evening.